how's it going? Thank you. That was Stephen Allen Green. Stephen Allen Green, man. Jesus. The time he almost fought Jean-Claude Van Damme. Wow. I got some stupid stories. And I was just so inspired, man. When you see somebody who's got so much experience and is so much fun. Oh, Stephen Allen Green, I think I muted you. Did I mute you or did I not mute you? Aha, Stephen Allen Green, you're getting muted. Hey! Oh, man, I didn't almost get the shit kicked out of me by Jean-Claude Van Damme, but, you know, I don't have as much time because, to be honest, I am a sucker for Stephen Allen Green stories. I love a good story, and thank you, Stephen Allen Green. You definitely brought it home with the I almost fought Jean-Claude Van Damme at a gym. I almost fought a bunch of guys outside of a bar one time. I don't know, do you guys, have you ever been knocked out? Has anyone here ever been knocked out? Just punched in the face, knocked out, wake up on the floor? Gotta try it. I mean, you really haven't lived until all of a sudden you just get stomped in the face. I used to have a nice pretty nose. I don't have a nice pretty nose anymore. I mean, I know what you're saying. You can't really see. It looks like I got a big schnoz. I used to have a nice, cute little button, perfect nose and cracks to the face. Man, the first time I got punched in the face, oh, it was ridiculous. It was such bullshit, you know? I was a junior in high school, and anyway, it's part of this little clique, right? You know, like in high school, you're part of a little clique of friends just to make the world a little smaller, make the world a little smaller. And we rolled around. We were like 3-4 guys, and maybe the fifth person rotated in and out, And so anyway, one of the guys who's like the mastermind, whenever you have a group of friends, you always got that one person who's like pulling the strings, trying to make things happen. And this guy, he was like trying to dictate policy, on everything. So it's like, oh, you're dating that girl? Oh, man, you got to dump her. She's not cool. Or whatever nonsense, I heard she talking shit about you. Whatever nonsense this guy could get to kind of stir the pot. And so, he was very, I would say his technique of dating women was, the stereotypical treat them like shit, make fun of them, break up with them, and have them come crawling back to you. Good old American male toxic masculinity. It's a whole other conversation. But you're in high school. You don't know how to talk to girls. You don't know how to get them to open up to you, both spiritually and figuratively and literally. So some dude is trying to teach you the ropes. Playing the game with the ladies. You're sitting there, you're listening. So one of the guys in our group had a girlfriend, had a girlfriend that's really pretty. She's tall, kind of like a buxom woman, not by any means out of shape, just a buxom woman, very, very well endowed up top. And, one of the guys was dating her. They were dating, been probably dating for a couple of months. And so the leader of the gang, for this story, I'll call him Fareed. The leader of the gang, he decides he's going to get our friend to break up with his girlfriend. Which is weird, it's like making your friend break up with his girlfriend. I don't know. I don't know what the end game there was, but it happened. Now me, I'm a sensitive guy. So I felt really bad. I was like, this girl got dumped, Maybe I should go talk to her. Maybe I should go see if she's okay. So I started talking to my friend's ex-girlfriend, making sure she's all right. And of course, next we're hooking up. Because it's kind of how it goes. So I go and I ask her to the junior prom because I'm like, hey, I need a date to the junior prom. Now, in hindsight, looking back, I look at it like, so my friend broke up with his girlfriend. And then all of a sudden I started going out with her. So, so I guess in hindsight, maybe what I did wasn't necessarily the right thing to do. This is making me laugh. Anyway, so I'm going now I'm going to the junior prom with my friend's ex-girlfriend, and I think what happened was the leader, who we'll call Fareed in this instance, the leader, I think he had some sort of plan where he was like, yeah, you break up with her, and then she'll come crawling back to you, and then you'll get that dome. Something crazy. Some crazy, like, mastermind plan to, like, maybe get my friend to get more head. But I, all of a sudden, unbeknownst to anybody, including myself, monkey wrenched the plans by taking my friend's newly ex-girlfriend out to the junior prom. So this obviously caused a beef, and my feeling is like, dude, you broke up with her. Like if you broke up with a girl doesn't mean you don't want to be her. So if I was talking to her and I need a date to the junior prom, and this girl, she's pretty, she's buxom, she's a well endowed, nicely hourglass figure. So after school, I guess there was going to be, a confrontation. I didn't even know, So all of a sudden I see the two friends, and the guy who broke up with the girl, he's really upset. And I guess looking back, I just didn't understand why. I'm like, you broke up with the girl. I felt bad for her, so I started talking to her. And next now we're going. Not like, steady, but... So my friend who broke up with his girlfriend, he's upset. He's pacing around. It's like he's got something to say. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the other guy, Fareed, just comes up and just clocks me in the face. He punched me in the face, and I got knocked out. Did I get knocked out? Yeah, I think I got knocked out. I think I got knocked out. And to this day, I don't really know if I deserve to get knocked out, other than the fact that I inadvertently, ruined the leader's plans of what he wanted to do. So yeah, I went to the junior prom with Amy, and it was fun. It was good. She was a buxom woman. Second time I got knocked out, I was in college, and I was like in a real fighting fraternity. We fought a lot. We fought the football team. We got into fights in bars. I mean, we were cool. We weren't like bullies, but sometimes fights happened, and people would jump in. And I was usually the guy who was like, glass holding up, hey ho ho, yeah, all right, cool. I stayed out of fights. Anyway, my first senior year, because as I said, I was in a party fraternity. My first senior year, I'm at the bar, hanging out, drinking. People are all graduating, celebrating. All my friends, I got like 25 friends in the next room, and another 15 friends. I had like 25 fraternity brothers in the next room, another like 15, 20 friends, people I knew, who knew me. And so people are snapping pictures at the bar because they graduated and holding hands, snapping pictures. So I jumped, I photobombed. I'm the first photobomb ever. And I jumped up and I did one of these, like in the background of people taking pictures. And so I was like this, and I kept on going because I wasn't thinking anything, drinking my drink, doing the rounds of the bar, checking it out. Hey, what's up? Hey, the girls here. Hey. All of a sudden, some dude gets in my face. He gets in my face, and he's jawing at me. And I'm like, well, who the fuck is this guy? I don't know who this guy is. What is this guy yelling at me for? What the fuck are you? And all of a sudden, I got raptured. You ever get raptured? Where, you got someone talking to you, and, like in your face in front of you, and then his buddy just comes up from the side and, gang tackles you? I got raptured. I was like, clever girl, as I was getting knocked down. So they run me into a phone booth. And now there's 3 dudes on me trying to beat the shit out of me. I'm just like, I don't know if you've ever been in a fight where all of a sudden it's a melee, but I'm just trying to avoid getting hit, avoid getting punched. And I get outside, I push my way, I get out, I get away from these guys, and all of a sudden I'm by the fireplace, And next you know, they're on me again. So I grab onto like the brass railing at the fireplace. I'm holding on for dear life, holding on for dear life. And all of a sudden, I wake up off the floor. And that's what happens when you get knocked out. Because you're doing something, something's going on. All of a sudden, you wake up off the floor. That's the second time I got knocked out. Third time I got knocked out. This one's the charm. I haven't worked in a restaurant for over 10 years. It's not because I'm lighting the world up with my entertainment comedy. But I refuse to work in restaurants, because they suck. Because working in a restaurant as a waiter sucks. I mean, I don't care what anyone says, it sucks. Puts you in the wrong state of mind. Bad mentality, serving. What do you need? Oh, of course. That's no problem. I'll take it back. Oh, it's okay. How's your meal? Would you like anything? So, spiritually, that's not a good state of mind for me. But, I was working at a restaurant, good restaurant, a little place called Pete's Tavern in New York City. Hey, if you're ever in New York City, go to Pete's Tavern. It's a good place. But I'm working there. It's the kind of place where you're delivering drinks. It's the kind of place where people go and they'll have a beer or two with their burger. It's one of those restaurants that's got a real drinking vibe. When you work at a place that's got a drinking vibe, you drop enough beers and scotch and sodas and glasses of red wine on people's tables throughout the course of the night. By the end of the night, you're like, man, I could go for one of those. So it was one of those nights where I was over it. I was over the gig. I mean, it was a good gig, and I was like over it. Fuck it. So we go out to a bar around the corner from the restaurant, and we're a little bit celebrities in that neighborhood. Everyone knows the waiters from Pete's Tavern, bartenders from Pete's Tavern. So I'm over there, drinking, getting good deals, Don't pay for anything, just slide 20s across the bar every once in a while. And drinking hard, drinking angry. Then it's New York City. So you get out of work at midnight, you go to the bar for an hour, and then boom, you go to the next bar, because you can still go to a bar to 4 a.m. Love it. City never sleeps. So I'm out in Hell's Kitchen. Probably on 10th Avenue. Maybe it's 9th, but I think it's 10th Avenue. I'm in Hell's Kitchen. I'm at a bar. I'm with my friend. We go in there, and we're angry. We're both angry. We're both getting our drink on. We're both angry, bitching, complaining. But then we get to this bar. It's 2-for-1 drinks in the middle of the night. 1 a.m. It's a 1 a.m. late night happy hour, which is the greatest invention of all time, short of all you can drink. But it's 2-for-1. 2-for-1, which means you order a scotch and soda, you get a double. You just get a pint glass full of scotch and soda. So we get there. I'm already tanked. I got my scotch and soda, and my friend who's with me, all of a sudden, he sees this big buxom woman at the bar. Now, my friend at this time had not gotten laid in like 3 years. He got out of a bad marriage. He was banged up. He hadn't gotten laid in 3 years. This is common knowledge. I knew it. He knew it. And evidently, this lady probably knew it too, because all of a sudden they were like, zoom. Like when you're hanging out with your friend, you're talking, having a good time, but then all of a sudden he meets a girl at the bar and they're like, zoom. And you're like, oh shit. It's all like Donkey Kong. 5 minutes later, he's passing me his double scotch and soda. He's out the door with the lady. And what are you going to do? What are you going to say? Hey, dude, I know you haven't been laid in 3 years, but hey, now I'm double-fisted at a bar alone in the middle of the night. That's okay. So I'm drinking. I definitely drink these two. I don't even know how many I have left. And then it's time to go. It's closing time, One last call for alcohol. And I'm now double tanked. Double time, double tanked. It's time for me to leave. Because I'm basically, at this point, a stagger monster. Like staggering monster? Like stagger monster? Like, ah! Stagger monster. So, I know you've been a stagger monster before. So, you know where I'm coming from. So I'm going out the front door. This is back in the day, where you have cafes. People smoking outside cafes, but it's late nights, all the tables are stacked up and no one's sitting there. And I see a cigarette's on the table. It's a full cigarette. I'm like, God, let me grab that. Take the cigarette, put it in my mouth. I'm like, wait a second. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I quit smoking cigarettes years ago. I walk around the corner and I see a bunch of 4 or 5 dudes. They're standing there smoking cigarettes. I'm like, these guys, they probably want this. And I just throw the cigarette at them. And I continue walking. And all of a sudden, almost like hearing a helicopter in the distance, I hear a bottle of water spinning through the air, lands by my feet, skids across the sidewalk past me, and to turn around, and I look at these guys, and I say, so they come over, and all of a sudden, 4 or 5 dudes are in my face, yelling at me. And I'm looking at them, and it's like, I'm just like, not hearing what they're saying, but they're like, and I'm like, and I realize at this moment, I'm about to get my ass kicked. So I thought to myself, hey, I'm not going out like that. If I'm about to get my ass kicked, I'm going to get the first punch in. And the punch was thrown something like this. And the punch landed something like this. Dink. Next I know, hey, kid, you all right? Hey, kid. Coming to on the sidewalk with a cop, staring down at me, asking if I'm okay. Obviously, I wasn't. That was the 3rd time I got knocked out. I could say that all 3 times I got knocked out, I kind of deserved it, but not really. But for those 3 times I got knocked out, I'm 3 times a better man. Thank you, guys. I'm Jack Zulo. Before me was Stephen Allen Green. Stephen Allen Green, please go check him out, StephenAllenGreen.com.